Welcome back, YouTube. Here in sunny Florida, not so much. Before it turns off cold tomorrow, I want to show y'all a couple of cool things about this bus, H3-45. One of the coolest features, I think personally, the fenders, they actually come off. I'll show y'all how to do it because there's not really a video that I have found that's very helpful on actually how to do that. Also, been chasing air leaks. Let me show y'all something. So these are all the fittings that I have changed so far. I think there's a couple more that are just laying around that didn't make it to the box yet, but this is a fitting on a Norgren valve. I'm going to show y'all where that one goes. Been working inside the bus. We replaced this little valve. So underneath the steering wheel, I got another picture I'll show you here. We actually have replaced that little valve. That is the one design flaw I have found on the this bus, where drivers over the years have kicked that to adjust the steering wheel, and eventually that bracket gets bent and you can't get the air valve out to change out the fittings. So a little bit of a pain in the butt. We got it handled, no big deal. This is kind of turning into an update video. I've got this piece of trim sitting there. I think that looks so great with the blackouts, everything. So we still got to put the pieces in here. I also put a piece of trim there. Got to figure out, we're kind of deciding against going on a camping trip in a few weeks. We're actually going on a ski trip. So I may go ahead and pull all that down. I may just go for the gusto and do that, because I kind of started with this piece of wood, blacked it out, because we're just going to black out everything. I think I said that in the other video, but let me show y'all about the fenders. So that fender, this whole piece right there, that section comes off. So do the front. Haven't quite, I think they're more pop riveted on there, or actually screwed in pretty fixed. But these, so you can access some panels, they come off with little tabs right in the forward, middle, and the rear. So I'm going to show y'all where these tabs are. If you reach under here, there is a tab, and you just slide it forward. Find it. This one's a little pain. Slide it forward. So a spring, and I'll show you what they look like after I get them off. I can do this by myself. It has been raining, hence the joke about the weather. I can. Man, you got to watch these things, because this is very expensive, and it is better to have two people, but I've had to get in here so much lately that I've just been doing it by myself. But yeah, this whole thing comes off. Look, I got the fender. All right, I'm going to show you all these tabs. Like I said, this is actually not, I've seen people take the fenders off, but I haven't shown. So you just basically slide that over and it releases the pin. You got one there, and one there. And so you can actually access all of these airbags, the leveling valve. Now this is where this side, I showed you all the other side, because that's where I was chasing air leaks. This is for my for the toilet tank. There's a supply line for the water, and yeah, we split. It goes between that valve. It's kind of crazy. It is what it is. I have actually replaced a fitting on the back side of that. That is a brake valve. So just for people's reference, as far as if you were learning, as am I, that is for your ABS, and that, and also that one, are for your brakes. They are valves to go to your brakes. You press the brake, obviously it allows air in there. Whenever it blows off as well, when you put your parking brake on, is the bottom side of that four-way valve, because that does go to you got spring brakes and your, so basically your parking brake and your service side. If you'll notice the nice pretty fitting on the top of that, that started spewing. I've had this Norgren valve, had to replace, excuse me, replace that fitting. And I'm gonna go change into some more clothes that my wife won't kill me with. And we're gonna replace that valve right there. Because when you start moving stuff around in here, you just cause more problems. You fix one leak and you find three. I mean, that's kind of the ratio is at least 2 to 1. So, but you do have access to all of that right there. Um, Pretty nice. I had a mechanic friend. He was over here working and changing a brake chamber out because I'm not that guy yet, especially things that can blow up and make and kill you. So I said, "Hey man, can you come do this?" And I told him the fender comes off. My son showed him how to pull the fender off, and he's like, "Man, I wish the Van Hools and the MCIs that I work on had that." So that's where we're at with that. We're going to change that valve and see if we can't get. Right now, we have a Carolina squatter bus. If you know these cats that take these pickup trucks and front end's raised and the back end's not, we're still losing air on the back side. So we'll be continuing to chase leaks, but notice airbags are staying up in the front and not so much in the back. So anyway, let's get to working on that. I'll show you the valve get done and we'll crank it up and see what we got. This is probably a good time to say, hey, follow along, like and subscribe. Um, if you want to know more about bus stuff as I learn, you can learn with me because that's basically what I'm doing. Um, I fix something and I get to learn why and what it does, what the name of it is, and that's just kind of been the nature of this journey. Is we're learning as we go. So follow along, like and subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, with this Northern valve, boy, I'm not show y'all lines out. I don't feel like going to get my end wrench, but I'm gonna have to do anyway, probably. So you push that in and you pull it out. Push it in. Pull it out. Sweet. All right. Now I've got to get this running tee off, but I'm gonna have to pull the little exhaust thing off. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it with this adjustable wrench. So let me go find an end wrench. All right, beautiful, sunny. Oh yeah, rainy weather. Let me show y'all. Okay, I've got fitting put in there. Let's see if that turned it any. I don't know that we don't have to turn it any. Maybe. Yeah, let's turn it a little bit more. So we're going to turn this a smidge more. And then we're going to push this line in. I won't clean the end of this line. If you do have to cut it, show y'all something real quick. Push in, pull out. Push in, pull out. All right. So there's that. Don't you like my clothes? I'm gonna show you one thing real quick. I think I've showed y'all in the other videos. That's how I snip. If I needed to snip the end of those lines, that's what I'd use. You don't want to squeeze it to where it kind of oblongs the hose, but you can kind of run it around, score it, and then kind of clamp it. You don't need a special tool for that. So that's that. I'm hoping to run into the inside because, like I said, it's raining. I got the heat on inside now. I'm gonna crank the bus up, let it air up, and see if we got any leaks. Check for leaks and let you know how that goes. All right, if y'all following along this far, thank you so much for watching. Got some air pressure in here now. I'm gonna check for leaks. Basically, all I'm gonna do is go through and spray some bubble. I just use Dawn dish soap and a little bit of degreaser mixed together. Try to get as soapy of a bubbly as solution. I know they sell. There's an SOS air page for Prevost owners, excuse me. You can get on there and they recommend micro bubbles, I think it's called. I'm just using what I got, and it seems to be working okay. You really do have to lather it down, though. I did find that out. I'm going to go through here, spray it, check for leaks, and that should be a day for the air chasing. I don't think I'm going to get much more into that for a little bit. The next episode probably take some video of pulling all that back down and some interior work. This is probably just going to be a shorter video, so. That's 60 series. All right, let's get in here. Now that we have some air, see. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. We are going to call it a day on this video, short video. We are going to, I don't know what I'm going to get into. Maybe even a nap. Nap sounds nice. Dreary day like this. Close up shop, put the fenders back on. Let me show y'all that real quick, and let's call it a day. All right, the biggest trick, once you get it lined up, is to get the tabs. So they got little tabs on the inside. Keeping the tabs in by yourself. There we go. You just kick it in. That's a wrap. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time with Gus's World, Gus's Bus. I don't know what we're calling it nowadays. Just follow along. Thank you, guys.